Hi guys, Ken Chigbo, aka KenFX3, back with another week roundup and look ahead to the key events. Let's start off with last week. As you can see behind me, the dollar index, a nice bit of pumping throughout the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, a bit flat on Friday. Now, why are we seeing this pumping in the dollar? I believe I briefly touched upon it in last video, right? Markets, in terms of FX markets, were out of touch with reality. Reality being COVID cases are rising, so there's rising risks to global economic recovery, to the growth there. Eurozone and UK cases are rising across the board and fresh lockdown measures have been implemented. So, of course, we're going to start to see economic contractions and, of course, markets are now becoming nervous. We already saw it in other asset classes. We're seeing investors come out of stocks. We're seeing investors piling into bonds, a fixed income safe haven. We're seeing oil prices come down. But FX was a bit delayed in terms of reaction, but we saw it here. So upside for the dollar. Obviously, we've got the US elections this week. I believe there's potential dollars in a good position because, look, Trump's narrowing in terms of his, in the polls. He's been narrowing. So remember, a Trump victory is potentially seen as a dollar positive. And then also the fact that even if Joe Biden wins, Trump said he's going to contest. So that will cause some uncertainty. So we'll need to pile into safe haven, i.e. dollar. Just want to show you euro here. So we had this marked up as an ascending channel structure in which we smashed out to the downside, something that we'd sort of called out to our members. We're anticipating that downside for euro. Now, why? ECB, the European Central Bank, were dovish in their tone because they see downside risks to the economy. Understandably, right? COVID cases are rising. They're going to affect the bloc, particularly in the Eurozone. It's very high. We're seeing lockdown measures now anyway in France, Germany, other parts of the Eurozone, Italy, Spain. So it's going to be, of course, weighing on the growth prospects for the bloc. Inflation's already low in the Eurozone, so it's only going to come down further. So that's a euro negative. So they've been positioning themselves for action next month. So that's why euro was heavily weighed upon. So COVID and ECB effect. I'll just show you here. We had sort of this within a narrowing structure here, breakout. All these arrows, by the way, guys, were just for the members. There was like a pennant here, retest of that channel downside and another flag downside. But yeah, further pressure could be seen this week in euro. What else did I want to look at? Let's take a look at AUD, okay? Now, AUD, just want to show you, it's quite interestingly on the monthly. Now, let's just go on a naked chart, right? We've got the RBA rate decision this week where the Reserve Bank of Australia are expected to take action, cut rates, and also pump money into the market. Some more bond buying, okay, which is dovish. Now, I believe that AUD hasn't really had much of an opportunity to react to this. We did at their RBA minutes, I believe just a week and a half ago, where they position the markets for action to come in this month, November. But the reason why AUD didn't react as much as it could have, okay, bear in mind we've got action coming, is because FX markets, as I said, has been out of touch with reality. It's been sucked in by the initial risk appetite that we had on potential Joe Biden victory, all this fiscal stimulus, riskier currencies were rallying with stocks. But now obviously slowing down. Look at, I've pointed this out before, September, we had like somewhat of a sort of an evening star just to indicate a change in trend, and that's been followed up by some selling in the month of October. So some downside still viewable here for AUD. I've just got this marked up. We're just essentially on the lower time frame, just narrowing within a pennant structure. We're testing a key monthly support here around that 70.00, the figure. One last thing I just wanted to touch upon was dollar CAD. Again, you see dollar CAD. I've been looking at this for a while with our trading community, right? How we had this flag structure, breakout, big breakout, and now this is the retest. And this, you could have this marked up as a flag as well, a big flag there on the monthly. Now, CAD is being dragged to the downside now as well. You can see this bounce in dollar CAD. As I say, rising COVID cases, guys. CAD and oil have a correlation. If COVID's rising, it's going to be affecting demand for oil, right? And then, i.e. prices come down and it affects CAD as well, as we're seeing. On the daily, I believe, well, just on the 4 hour, we had this marked up as a flag structure. We enjoyed some upside of our community here. Nice flag breakout, flag here, breakout, another flag breakout retest, which is just consolidating at the moment. But CAD does remain somewhat vulnerable. So really big week this week, guys. Oh, one last thing, US 30. Let me just show you US 30 recent downside pressure on the daily as well. Took advantage of this. There's a few things that we took advantage of. We had a break of this long acting trend line, but then also this M structure, one top, neckline, two top, neckline breakout retest, and obviously now it's just about US elections, presidential elections, where markets are totally at the mercy to that huge risk event. Guys, look, in terms of daily fundamental technical analysis, fundamental course, technical course, mentoring, I do that myself. Check out our offering. It's actually now at freakforextrading.com. That's freakforextrading.com. So do check it out. In terms of your trading needs, if you want to go on and become a successful trader, still within early days, or even if you've done a couple of years or so and you're not having much success, BluFX is a great solution to help you become all-rounded, the right mindset, because that comes with discipline, very strict protocols there at BluFX, but you can make money and you can go on and become, get greater capital. It's a great solution. Other than that, stay lit, baby. Let's have an amazing week.